long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Could we see another New Orleans Saint come off the board here? So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as... Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for... Oh, this guy's a rare talent, and a huge upgrade over what they had before. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get them over the hump. Yeah. One thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here.
Well, this is my team. Especially my team. It's not too good. It's okay. Not steady. I think we're playing the Bears. I think. Maybe. Because Draft Champions resets every time I turn off my PlayStation.
Begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this
is... Yeah, we'll receive him back.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
We want to try to get it off quickly. Because I didn't drop too good of an offensive line.
Here we go now. On first down, gone. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go back to Riddick. He'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A stop made by Kamal Ishmael. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Give me a second. I had to call a timeout. I wasn't necessarily on my side.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Let's try for another run. Usually gets us better field position.
Here's Riddick. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Weird thing is people always just want to see passing plays. Well, it's not as simple as that.
Strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field.
Good shadow cross.
The coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Come on, come on.
Here's Goff. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Des Bryant, 41 yards.
Actually, not too long ago, I beat the Bears in the same game, like 6-60. And it was all because of Jerry Rice. Like 400 passing yards, 7 touchdowns.
Took it right downfield and scored.
So that
Or 400, but yeah, I guess all
touchdown.
passing yards. Not what everybody would call it, but okay. I don't want him getting the ball and running, so. Oh wait, something just went wrong. Please go out of bounds. Thank you. Flag. I'll take the flag. As long as I'm preventing it from maybe getting a touchdown downfield, which is probably not the case.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
What's him?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. He sat there waiting for him and made the play.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman. 3rd down and 8 now.
We just get an interception on their first drive. Wait, no. Not a first drive, first defensive time.
They go play action. It's McNabb. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when an offense is doing a
I remember
nice
seeing
job
Thomas in the draft picks. Usually their team is filled up with players that I didn't pick.
And get to the proper places on the field.
Oh man, we could have intercepted that. Wait, I hit triangle. Never mind. Left foot deflects it.
Because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
I'm gonna try to play as a cornerback. Give me a sec. That's just fine. That's safety. Wide open.
Receiver complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A bunch of Jets there, a whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun, here's McNabb.
Pick it.
Looking for Kramer, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Fame.
Told you we'd usually get a pick on this drive. Always on their opener. We always get a pick.
At their own 4-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And that last
I'm definitely not running
so
right here.
Passing game resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get
okay, now I'm able to run it.
Blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here we go now. On first down, it's gone. Bryant has it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the ground, it's Reddick.
Man, I should have picked the faster running back.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Reddick with a carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Only got a yard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go for a pass play on this one. It's probably going to work. I'm going to do wide shallow cross. Worked last time. Why not?
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
Turn.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted.
I'm going to try again. I do not want to punt this. And I'd stop him anyway. It's good. Let's go. No, I'm not punting. Hey, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. See if I can hit him. Care if it's 11 yards.
They're going to go for it. It's gone.
Hit him, hit him.
And he comes back with one.
I'm going to challenge that if it doesn't work.
A real head scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in
I'm challenging that.
field position. And partner,
nope.
This stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Stupid.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he
I'll
listened
try
to
to pick it again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Freeman, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. After the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Second down, McNabb.
Oh, no.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, McNabb.
Yeah, that's the way he is. They would kick a field goal if they can even. Yeah.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for
they're
Chicago.
going to make this. I can already tell. Once I get over there and I block it. Right.
And it is good. Oh, that would look to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
I got 3 minutes. I can do it.
Their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
I'm on the 27.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in this.
So basically all my throws have been caught.
It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that.
I'm going to wait until he gets over there.
They may have gained more
Give me
confidence.
a second.
That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be
I should have hit him in the middle of the field.
At the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I never realized how much Jared Goff sacks at running.
In there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, I'm going to choose a different guy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Goff. Trying here
it's intercepted.
And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now.
Man, I really should have chose better wide receivers.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the
because I would usually be winning a lot by a lot.
You've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot
it's a run.
I think have running back in their background.
They'll look to run with Freeman.
Yeah, we're losing, but we can always win again. I know. I beat them every single time. I can do it. Within the time standards of 1 timeout, yeah, I can do it.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose.
Even if we do get a field goal, it doesn't matter, it'll be tied.
The big guys up front give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle.
1 minute, 28 seconds, 1 timeout. I can do it.
Out is as the kickoff
Just need better field position.
And send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at the juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Okay, we got better field
Now the
position.
Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I just need some quick plays. I don't care what I'm using.
Back and 3 tight ends. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's first down, New York. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is gone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Always give a little extra credit to a defensive back who makes a play on a slant route, especially in man coverage, because you have so much to think about.
Here we go. Hurry up.
One thing is not getting beat inside. Well, that's exactly the route that was run. Typically, to try and body up the defensive back and keep him away from the football. He's able to get through him and make a play on it and knock it away.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, gone. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go. Use that timeout after this play. Hi. Let's go.
Again, gone.
Or not.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and 2. Gone. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separate. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to...
Give me a second.
Third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. field this at the 4. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Dancing to his left. Spinning past him. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Gone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Green's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
Goff throwing again. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
In the red zone this time. Now Riddick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad move.
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always do.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. But it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Theo Riddick taking it in. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that win.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now it's Crowder. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. throw on second, McNabb. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. From the gun, here's McNabb. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They go play action. It's McNabb. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Brad Nordman now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And this is incomplete. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's McNabb. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
Now it's McNabb. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They come out here in the eye. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Goff going to keep it himself. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, the spin. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to take the... Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Proch. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing now, Goff. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now it's gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Now gone. He completes it to Bryant. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves. And they were back in the red zone last time defensively, but they were able to get that 4th down stop.
Gave up no points in a situation where you expect at least 3 to go on the board. I have a feeling that after that stop, maybe a few taunts went across the way that said, maybe next time, guys, you might want to kick it.
We'll see if they can get another stop on this drive. McNabb. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd, McNabb. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go!
Now McNabb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Give them 22 on that one. And that's good for a Jet 1st down.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door.
The first hurdle is out of the way. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champion.
Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. first down throw. Gone. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's Goff. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Goff on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now Goff on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw on second down is Goff. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Theo Riddick, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive starts with a run by White. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Whoosh.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to... With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Theo Riddick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Look at this spin.
Balance.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Green's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Goff now looks to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down. Red zone opportunity. On 1st and 10, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dez Bryant from 17 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the offense off the field. On comes the kicker, Josh Scobie. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now a carry for White. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They keep it on the ground. White again. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
That's a good run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now White. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we've come to...
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Jets defense. They don't want to change anything. They've got 0 points against them here, so I would imagine the halftime speech was do more of the same, right?
I think you're right, and it's where defensive coordinators have to walk that line of preparing for the adjustments you expect to come, but not taking away the aggressiveness you've already shown. And they played so well, I think that's the speech. You nailed it. Just go out and do what you've been doing, and we'll adjust if we see anything different later.
To this point, they've been spectacular. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Escapes the sack. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now White on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs call on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Mistake there. This is well back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nice Sean Robinson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss
able to get it back himself.
And bounce right back on it, keeps possession. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sean Robinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Von Miller in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Here we go now.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And Scobie's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine, because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where the receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
And he's got some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now White on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Feel good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Wilson on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Taken in at the 22. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
Is it time to finish what they started? I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions.
The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Goff on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that's just an athletic defender making an athletic play.
Excellent read, too, by the defender. Noticed the route, jumped to the point, and knocked it away.
Now it's gone. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Fielded at the 20. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is.
Now the ball comes loose. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. Goff. Deep drop. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dez Bryant, 50 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They run again with Peterson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And now out come the Jets. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Gone. It's caught by Bryant. A huge play there for the Jets. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, just 1 yard to go. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So just 1 yard to go here on third down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Scobie's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The return now by Alford. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second and 10 here. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And complete, right side to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Jacob Shum now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here again is the rookie Jared Goff to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Jets. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's gone. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw. Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you can just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jets have picked up their passing attack after last week's game. The Patriots will need to find a way to upset the rhythm of the passing attack in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Now following the fumble, Robinson's going to take down the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Late in the first quarter, the completion will be made on the slant, and he's going to go 51 yards for the score as they put the first points on the board. Now 1st and 10, Goff's going to complete the pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 32-yard line.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Peterson alone in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. A horde of Jets. Huge crew there to make the stop.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the completion, nice throw, nice catch, but Charles, big thanks goes to the men up front.
They allowed the quarterback to throw out of the rocking chair, so to speak. Plenty of time to survey the field and find an open man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Scobie's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Fielded about 1 yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. T.Y. Hilton, 73 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now Goff on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Bryant with a catch right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing again is Goff. forced out to his left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Goff looking to throw. Flushed out right. It fights him off. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 there, and that's good for a New England first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. And really, Charles, a great job by the defender there to get a hand on the pigskin.
Just as the ball arrived, the defender swatted it away.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Goff going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Goff. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Goff. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Goff now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the keeper, here's Goff. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. The Vikings have already been heard from in this draft. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Some tough choices coming up right about now. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trench? Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. Still a few holes on this roster, and no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.